Rapporteurs, I understand that you have received the draft opinion somewhat later than usual. Unfortunately, this is also due to the circumstances where the Commission proposals was introduced only 2 weeks ago, which left us with a very short time period to draft the proposal. But in addition, it is also clear that we are in a bit of uncharted territory, since we are drafting the proposal for the first year of the new MFF without knowing the funding level for different headings, as no agreement has been reached yet. Nevertheless, I'm confident that we can just start from this point and then adapt and enhance the opinion for the Budget Committee at a later stage. So let me first present you my proposals regarding funds and programs, and then we can go on to the agencies. Firstly, for 3 home funds, the proposed funding corresponds to the Parliament's request and is already higher than in 2020. This is the case for Asylum and Migration Fund, Board and Management and Visa Instrument, as well as for the Internal Security Fund. Secondly, in second category, there are programs for which the proposed financial envelope is much lower than the request of the European Parliament as expressed in our previous positions, and namely these are the Justice Program, where we have shared competence with Juri also, and the Citizens Equality, Rights and Values Program. For these 2 programs, I would suggest an increase of budget in line with the EP requests, and also to create a new budget line to promote and protect union values. Regarding the proposed amendments for agencies, we have based them mostly on their evaluation of their needs, and during the past few months we have seen that really most of the challenges in the justice and home affairs area continue to exist also in the pandemic, and even more for some parts and some challenges that have become even more pertinent. We will have to continue to really take care and to address them also in the post-pandemic period. But in order to really be able to properly respond to these threats in the security area, whether they are cybercrime, organized crime, trafficking or counterfeit goods, especially in medicine, as we have seen now in this crisis, we must ensure proper funding for these programs and for agencies which have proved to be successful in contributing to tackling them. Furthermore, we should certainly not neglect police and judicial cooperation, as it provides member states with necessary tools in combating and preventing various forms of crime. In order to uphold the policy of free movement within the EU as well, to promote further integration of the Schengen area, we must provide the necessary funding to equip the member states at the external border as well as Frontex with the necessary staff and equipment to effectively protect the EU external borders. Then, as far as the area of migration and asylum is concerned, EU funding should help to ensure that asylum applicants have the right to a fair asylum procedure, and that persons who have granted international protection are provided irrespective of the member state they arrive in and or they are relocated to. Moreover, it has to be ensured that those who are not eligible for protection are returned in full respect of fundamental rights. And last but not least in this aspect, we also must provide targeted investment to strengthen the rule of law across Europe and to ensure a transparent and accountable democratic process. Protection of citizens' rights and all these priorities should not only be a declaratory phrase, but should really be deeply rooted in EU's financial commitments. To sum it up and to really to explain our work calendar, we are planning to have the budgetary amendments voted and the corresponding opinion adopted in September. And this will then leave the colleagues in the Budget Committee enough time to incorporate them into their proposals and into the unified position of the European Parliament on the budget 2021. And I'm really looking forward to hear the opinions of other shadows and to get at least a general idea today in which directions they will also plan to table their amendments.